Tommy, I imagine it's been a really emotional few days for you. You're back here at Bournemouth for the first time since you left. How are you feeling at the moment?
Yeah, strange. As you say, it has been really emotional. So many people to thank and say goodbye to, including yourself. Yeah, as I say, it's tough when we've been on the journey we've been on. There's no superlatives to describe it really.
You've been upstairs and you've kind of said bye to all the staff. You said goodbye to the chairman. How was that? Because I think you did get very emotional, didn't you?
Yeah, I think you see that when I play. You know, I'm playing my emotions and stuff. So it's all or nothing for me, and it certainly has been everything we could have hoped and dreamed of. So it's been amazing, and it's a great end.
I imagine it's never easy leaving, and you finished the season having had a frustrating season, but you did make 12 appearances and you were in the team, you were the captain, so it might have come as a little shock to some people, but tell us how the move came about. So
I sat down with, well, first of all, started the season and really felt like I was in the best form I've ever been at this club. You know, especially the games like Leicester and West Ham, I was really happy with where I was at and looked like it was going to be another good season, but unfortunately for me, took a kick towards the end of the West Ham game, and it took us a while to find out what was actually wrong with my ankle after trying certain treatments didn't work and finally needing the operation. So that to me just shows how quickly life and football changes. 1 minute you're at your best and the next minute you're on operating bed, so that was tough. And then I just think the time I was out, it was a little bit longer than I expected. The lads had been through a lot and achieved a lot. And not to be there was hard for me, and things change in football, you know. You come back and the lads had been amazing, got us to a stage where we was nearly safe, and it was hard for me to come back in the team under them sort of circumstances, because naturally, you know, the levels are going to drop a little bit, and I don't know, I'm a guy who's used to winning, and that's what I do best. And sat down with the gaffer at the end of the season and we just said, like, let's just draw a line under it and go again. And obviously I think any player that gets to within a year of their contract, they're always going to be subject to speculation and interest, especially when you're at the best period that the club's ever done. So that was the case with me. And I just felt, you know, the time could be right, and hopefully the next 12 months have proved that it is for me. The manager's been absolutely superb with me during these negotiations. He's left it all down to me. The club have never once taken the contract off of the table. It's always been there, and people like Neil Blake and the chairman and the owner, I can't thank enough for the commitment that they've shown me, not only in the past but even up to this date. But as soon as a club come calling like Aston Villa, it turns your head. And for me, I'm an all or nothing person, and if there's a little bit of doubt in my head, then maybe it is time to move on. So I hope I've made that decision now and have to stand by it. But all I can do is, you know, I think you can see me getting a little bit emotional now, but just thank everybody. They've been amazing.
It's been an incredible 4 years, 2 promotions, so many records, too many to speak of. But how do you look back on those 4 years?
Nothing but success. It's the best 4 years of my life. A lot's changed. First time I had to move away from home, the community, the people, they embraced me, the fans, who I owe so much to. I want to thank every single one of them individually, but obviously I can't, so that's me saying thank you. Someone asked me to describe it yesterday, and I just said it's the most unique jigsaw puzzle that's fell into place, and it's created a masterpiece. There's no other way you can describe it.
Can you believe just what has happened over the past few years? Because you signed here, not only for the club, but personally for you as well. You signed here off the back of an injury, and you've gone on to play so many games in such a successful period.
Again, you know, this club believed in me. The owner at the time, Max and Eddie Mitchell, the manager Paul Groves, give me that platform to go again and re-establish myself, and I think I've done that. And if you was to say to me that we was going to get 2 promotions, 2 highest ever finishes in 4 seasons, and I was going to be sold to Aston Villa for the fee that I have, I think anybody would see that as a success.
It's a tough question, this one, because I wouldn't be able to pick it, but what's been your highlight? What stands out?
There's so many. I mean, to be honest, hand on my heart, the messages that I've received now, because that's success.
you're also leaving behind so many people here who are so fond of you, including a bunch of players that you shared this dressing room with, who I know are now your best friends. They were at your wedding a few weeks ago. How tough will it be to leave this special group?
That was the hardest decision for me. I didn't want to leave my friends behind and my teammates who, like a band of brothers really, just what we've done together, especially that core. Things change in football as we're finding out now, but the back four, you know, Frano, Chaz, Cookie, Smithy on top of that, who's been like a little brother. Harry Arter, you know, someone I'm never ever going to forget. Andrew Sermon. There's so many. Matt Ritchie, Callum Wilson, Lewis Graben. They're friends. They're friends. Junior Stanislas, Goslin. I could go through so many. It's unfair to pick out any individual, but I think the message I've left with is just keep doing what they've been doing for the last 4 years. Keep improving. Keep finding. Keep kicking on. And you know, now I'm not here. Someone else has got to step up to the plate and fill my role. And just keep doing what they do best and being themselves and working hard. It's another time to kick on again.
And the manager?
Everything, I owe him everything. I've obviously gone on record saying this week how much he's done for me, and everything you see at Bournemouth now is built from him. Obviously you need the backing and the support, and just like myself, any leader, if they haven't got that backing and support, then they can't lead properly. But he has built this club up from what it is. Everything from the training ground to the stadium to the training pitches to the playing staff to everybody. It's all down to him, and he's took my game to a new level. He's opened my eyes on so many things, and he's the one who's supported me to be who I am. And to have done it with him is special.
What do you think the future holds here? Because I know you're leaving, but you're going to still come here, aren't you?
It's limitless. They just got to keep finding, as we've done best over the last 4 years. The sky's the limit. Fantastic owner, improvements every day, and a truly unique bunch of players that we've got to keep together.
Will we be seeing you back here for games?
100%, yeah.
Obviously, we can't talk to you without talking about your next challenge, which I know you're very excited about. Yeah. Are you going to be going to get your trophy back again?
Yeah, try to. We need a reunion, don't we? But no, I'm buzzing. This is they're the 5th most successful club in England, and when the gaffer gave me permission to explore and speak to who I wanted to, these were the first I wanted to speak to when I had that opportunity. That the manager there is very close to Gus Poyet, who I worked with at Brighton, and again was probably the 2nd biggest influence on my career behind the manager, behind the gaffer here. And as soon as he told me the way he wants to work, I know I've had success like that, and it's going to be a success there. It has to be a success because we have to get that club back to where it belongs. It's a monster. They've got everything there. Just need to get stuck into the team and to the club, and we all need to pull in the right direction and get them promoted. Well, hopefully be back here next season.
Well, hopefully.
In the Prem.
Yeah, definitely. Well, thank you for everything you've done for this club over the past few years, Tom.